All right, the pride of Arlington High School, the pride of the Memphis Tigers baseball program, and now the pride of the Colorado Rockies. Hunter Goodman joining us. Hunter, appreciate the time. First and foremost, just on an individual level, let's start out there. How would you just sum up your season, big picture so far?
Oh, it's been good so far. I can't complain as to how it's gone. I mean, just had some ups and downs, been able to stay kind of even keel, level headed, and work through it, and it's been good so far.
Now, you flashed the power the last couple of years, especially last season when you're at the big league level, but now it feels like the other parts of your offensive game are starting to catch up to it. The batting average, the on base, and all that stuff. Anything in particular you could attribute that to other than this game's really hard and it kind of just takes some time?
I mean, I think what you said at the end is part of it. I mean, it's getting used to the big leagues, and it's a tough league. I mean, it's the best in the world, and it takes some time to kind of be able to relax and just go play baseball. And I think this year I've been able to kind of stay calm in the box and be able to just kind of go be myself.
Going back to how tough this game is, and it takes a while to figure it out. When you're in the minor leagues the last couple of years, or before 2023, let's say, and you're mashing and you're leading the minor leagues in home runs and all that, and you get up to this level and it's not quite clicking as quickly as you wanted to, do you get frustrated, or were you able to tell yourself, hey, this is tough. It's going to take some time, but I'm going to get there?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely times you get frustrated. It's hard not to. I mean, it's a game of failure, so there's frustrations that come with that. And I think yeah, but there's also the positive self-talk that you got to have that like, hey, just keep doing what you're doing. Things are going to get better. Trust in the plan that you have, and things will show up.
You've played all over the place defensively before the season in the big leagues and the minor leagues. It kind of reminds me, actually, my last TV market, the best player we had there was Dalton Varsho, who also catches or did catch and now is one of the best defensive center fielders in the game. I want to ask first the defensive versatility to play all those different positions. Where did that come from?
I think just growing up, I mean, playing travel baseball, I would play a bunch of different positions. Um, throughout Little League and whatever you want to call it. I would change positions all the time, and I think a lot of it attributes to the weight room as well, just trying to stay athletic and be able to move as efficiently as I can.
Now, this year it has only been catcher, though, and especially for a position that grinding physically and everything that you have to have on the checklist mentally and handling a pitching staff. How beneficial has it been to just lock in on that position only?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, I've been able to get to know the pitchers a lot better this year, being back there all the time, and have a better grasp of how they like to pitch and what pitches they use best to get guys out and stuff like that. So it's been great being back there full time.
I got to ask, how have you handled the team side of things?
I mean, you show up every day and do your best to get better and do your best to win that game that night.
Yeah, I feel like I'm curious. You hear a lot of coaches and managers talk about they want guys a lot of times to be selfish individually for their own success because they know that will lead to better team success. Do you have that mindset at all, especially when you guys are going through a stretch like this? Like, all right, I want to raise my game even more because I know if I produce at this level, it's going to translate to more wins.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some of that, but at the same time, I think you just kind of have to go up there and just play your game. Don't try and do anything extra in times like this. Things will come around. I mean, we'll start playing better. I mean, we've been playing better recently, and I think the results are going to start to show here soon.
Your splits are interesting. There have been more than a few Rockies hitters over the years that have been called Coors Field merchants, probably for good reason. You're on the opposite end of the spectrum. Your numbers at Coors aren't that great, but on the road, you've been a monster. Anything you could point to there?
I mean, just my prep work on the road, I think has been good, getting back used to sea level, and I think that's helped me a lot. And going forward, just trying to get back to where I can hit here as well.
Does that kind of excite you in a way, though? Because, I mean, you're playing at a ballpark and an altitude that is known for producing great hitting numbers. That, okay, if I can hit like this on the road, and then if I can get back to that level at home, we could really have some monster numbers here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely exciting coming to the ballpark every day, knowing you're at one of the most hitter-friendly parks in the league. But on the flip side, it's also tough being a catcher because you got to call pitches in that same ballpark. So trying to figure out how to get guys out here as well.
Now, no matter what, you guys will have someone in Atlanta for the All-Star game next month. I'm sure you're not showing up to the ballpark every day thinking, I've got to make the All-Star team. But the fact is, right now, you're probably the favorite, or at least very high on that list from you guys to represent the Rockies in Atlanta. Has it crossed your mind at all?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff and it's crossed my mind, but as cool as it is, I try not to think about it too much, trying to come in every day and treat it just like any other day and try and get better and play that game that night.
When you let your mind wander there, what would the honor mean to you?
I mean, it would mean a lot. It'd be my first time and in Atlanta, that's pretty close to home and it would be pretty cool.
Not zero chance too that if you make it, there would be a couple of Memphis area guys there. Brent Rooker, Austin Riley certainly come to mind. I'm curious, do you have a relationship with those guys at all? Do you know them? Talk to them?
I know Brent a little bit. I've talked to Brent a little bit, and I've met Austin a few times, and they're both really good dudes. But personally, like, it's not like we're super close friends or anything.
Yeah, I got you for sure. But being in Atlanta, which like you said is probably off the top of my head, I think the second closest ballpark. I
Yeah.
imagine it'd be
Yeah,
pretty easy to get family and friends there. That I imagine that would add to it a little bit too, right?
yeah, for sure.
Favorite moments or game individually of the season so far?
Favorite game so far, probably the game I had in Miami last week. I mean, I had a two-homer game. We had a great it was a great win for us after a rough patch in the season, and it was a lot of fun.
Gonna say you like hitting there, huh? And that's not like known as a super hitter friendly ballpark, but you balled out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think like some of the stuff I've been working on the cage kind of started to show up in that series, and I was able to get some good pitches to hit and capitalize on them, and I think that's what it came down to.
I'll get you out of here on a couple more. Have you kept up with Memphis baseball at all this season, last couple of years at all?
Yeah, I mean, I kept up a good bit this season. My cousin's actually a freshman playing there, so I watched a good bit of the games.
What are the Arlington guys?
He did go to Arlington High School. Yes.
Which one?
Carter McKay.
Yeah, they think very highly of him. I know
Yeah.
that for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, what is you probably know him a lot better than I do. I'm not sure how much you've had the chance to watch him, but what comes to mind when you think about his game?
I mean, yeah, he's a big kid and he's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of power. And I think he could do great things if he just keeps working hard.
If you had the chance to catch up with, have you talked with Matt Reiser at all since you got the job?
Yeah, I taught he came out here to Denver last year and watched me play. Him and Al Woods came out here to see me, and I this past fall during the off season I'd go up there and watch some scrimmages and practice with the guys. So I've talked to him a good bit.
Have you kept up with regionals, super regionals, college world series at all?
A little bit, not a ton, not a
Okay.
ton.
I was gonna ask if you had a pick or a favorite there, but if you haven't kept up with it, I'm not gonna put you on the spot like that.
Yeah.
Um, how would you describe just the importance of representing Memphis and the 901 on the level that you're at now? And like I mentioned before, there are a couple of really good players in the big leagues right now that are from the area, and you're adding your name to that list. So to represent it in that fashion, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I grew up there my whole life. I've always lived there, and I mean, as of right now, I plan to live there in the off season for a long time. All my family's there, my wife's family's there, so it's awesome to be able to perform and kind of represent that area.
I will say, anytime I post a clip on Twitter of you hitting a home run or anything, there's always a lot of either people from Arlington or just people in the area, Tiger fans, whatever, that are big fans of it. Like I mentioned before, I'm not sure how much you feel the sport from afar, but what you do notice, how much of a boost does it give you?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, having a good support system goes a long way in this, especially in this sport when there's so many ups and downs, and you fail even when you're one of the best players in the league, you still fail more than you succeed. So having a good support system goes a long way.